a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Fuller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Hauschka now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 24. Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Devontae Freeman.
Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Chandler Jones. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he completes it to Westbrook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The pass intended for LaVisca Chenault. Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete to
Will Fuller.
Touchdown.
74 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Go for you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Results.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard
So
line.
1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
26-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
The 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
4-yard line.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. The defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
2-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Get the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's once again complete to Chark. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
15-yard line.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 27. Watch the screen. Lower your 17. Watch the screen. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 3 yards. It's
now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. Now, this works, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Seahawks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Seahawks, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.